Hey, what's up, fight fans? In today's video, history has just been rewritten. Great. The Terrence "Bud" Crawford silenced all the doubters. His performance against Canelo Alvarez was pure brilliance and left boxing fans in awe. What? Diego Lopez finally put an end to the hype surrounding Gene Silva, and that's not all. At the end of this video, I'll also bring you the latest updates on the Charlie Kirk story. After his death, it feels like the entire world has gone off the rails. In my previous video, there were so many comments and so much viewer interest that I just couldn't ignore it. I've gathered the newest and craziest theories along with the biggest reactions, and we're going to break it all down together. So stick around, because this one is going to be packed. Let's get into it. Okay, here we are at the big fight. His Excellency Tech Shake has put this incredible thing on, and I'm here for the Bud Crawford. Bam, bam. As you know, UFC Fight Night 259 delivered a wild main event between two Brazilians. John Silva came in representing the Fighting Nerds, a team that had recently made waves in the UFC, but their luck seems to have run out. 3 of their fighters have now lost on back-to-back weekends, and Silva was the last undefeated member. The matchmakers definitely made the right call by putting this pair in the main event. Even though the Brazilians only fought for 2 rounds, every second in the octagon was packed with action. Lopez dominated on the ground early, raining down heavy shots and showing his class. But just seconds before the second round ended, Silva walked straight into a spinning elbow. Lopez immediately pounced with a flurry, forcing the referee to step in and stop the fight. Applause. Diego Lopez proved once again that he belongs at the very top of the division. He is still a win away from another title shot, but taking out a dangerous fellow Brazilian keeps him firmly in the conversation. Even Alexander Volkanovski reacted, saying, again, nothing but respect to all of them. A lot of people saying John Silva is going to be a massive threat. Obviously, he's got that KO power, but you can see, I'll leave it at that. But everyone's always like, oh, I don't know about this fight. I don't know about that fight. Pico, John Silva, all these guys are going to be your big, the new coming evolution fighters, blah, 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 blah. I showed you I can take out these, Diego's one of them. He's taken out all these new evolution fighters. So, I'll leave it at that. Nasruddin Imavov also shared his thoughts on John Silva's TKO loss, writing, "Talk less next time, little man. Fork and count. Relax, 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 come. 1, 2, 3. Applause. Gene Silva was emotional backstage after his loss, so let's wish him a strong comeback here. That's music. And guys, drop a few words of support for him. Both fighters put on a great show, so let's give them the respect they deserve. Now, another historic boxing fight just went down in Las Vegas. The long-awaited showdown at super middleweight finally happened. Saul Canelo Alvarez put all of his belts on the line against the undefeated Terrence "Bud" Crawford. For Crawford, this was history in the making. He jumped up 2 full weight classes, chasing the dream of becoming the first-ever 3-division undisputed.
Once again, I told you guys, styles make fights. This particular style of boxers and counterpunchers and movers has historically given Canelo Alvarez problems. And as I told you guys, right? Terrence Crawford can fight any which way he chooses to fight. He's just that much more versatile. And everybody didn't believe me. They said I was tripping. Canelo was too big. He gonna knock out Terrence Crawford, right? He too big, too strong. Terrence Crawford get hit. Terrence Crawford don't box, don't move. And I told you guys, when Terrence Crawford wants to move and wants to box, right?
Disputed champion. The fight itself was more of a chess match than a war. At times it felt slow, but the result was clear. Crawford had outboxed Canelo, leaving no real doubts about the decision. Even the ring's AI scoring tool bizarrely called it a draw, but Canelo didn't argue. He accepted the loss and gave credit where credit was due. Applause. What? What? I told you, man. Hell yeah. The bought you mother, man. They mad. Crawford, meanwhile, showed brilliance. He has proved that he is on another level right now, and he might even deserve to be called the best boxer of this era. And also, being from Omaha, Nebraska, where I'm from, that is just pure awesomeness. Now, by beating Canelo, he made history again as the first fighter ever to hold undisputed titles in 3 divisions during the 4-belt era. Crawford said at the press conference that he is now the face of boxing, and honestly, it's hard to argue. He has definitely earned the recognition. Somebody tell me, what can you say now? Say congratulations, that's it. What can you say? Any words? Thanks. I bet you did. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Crawford walked out to the same entrance music that ILIA Topuria uses. He claims that he didn't know that. I was curious about your entrance. How did you come to choose that song in particular to walk out to? Well, you know, it was part of my outfit. The outfit was inspired by the movie Desperado. You know, as you saw, I had the guitar and everything, and I got Mexicans and Latinos on my side as well. So, you know, it was a beautiful night tonight. Did you know ILIA Topuria walks out to that song in the UFC? You said what? ILIA Topuria walks out to that song in the UFC. Oh, good. Good for him. Well done. It's no secret that Topuria has wanted a boxing match for a long time. He even recently promised to put Crawford to sleep and got a harsh response back. From the UFC world, ILIA Topuria said that if they ever boxed, he would knock Crawford out with the first punch. That dude was drunk, you know. Hey, you know a lot of MMA guys, they drink a lot, so he must have been on that alcohol that day. Now, Topuria has fired back at Crawford's comments, writing, "First he calls me drunk, then he walks out to my song. Crawford, whenever you want, I'll teach you how to dance a mariachi in the ring. And Canelo, I'll save you a round after him. Right now, ILIA Topuria is the UFC's hottest rising star. He is flashy, he has a growing fan base, and he's not afraid to call people out. And yes, he wants a boxing fight. Topuria says he believes Dana White will back him, even if it takes some convincing. Mike Tyson is about to punch me, because thanks to Ryan's season, Canelo and Crawford's about to happen. It literally starts within an hour. So after this, you need to go watch it. And to raise awareness, I'm going to take a punch from Mike Tyson, whenever you're ready." Oh, okay. Okay. It was the fight on Netflix just... Now, guys, I agree. Ever since Charlie Kirk's killing, a lot of strange things have been going on. But before we start, let me make something clear. I do not believe in these theories myself. I am only showing you what people are talking about online. And the most important thing? This video is not meant to insult anyone. Remember, this channel is about sports and MMA. But after the last video, we saw so many comments and so much interest that we just couldn't ignore it. People keep saying that the world has gone crazy. So let's start with the new theories that keep surfacing about Charlie Kirk's assassination. Some online claim that Kirk had a strange device under his shirt that he switched on 10 minutes before the shooting. They point to wires leading toward the side of his neck where the blood later appeared. Others call this nonsense, saying the story just gets more ridiculous and more obvious as fake details spread. Yeah. So, the same guy that was involved in the Trump incident was involved in the incident with Charlie Kirk. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. But the discussion is not slowing down. Many people are convinced that Tyler Robinson and the suspect the police were looking for are not the same person. They don't look alike at all. They are telling us right to our faces that this is a script. This is a movie. We are essentially watching a movie. And see that guy? Doesn't he look oddly familiar to the killer that we just found? Well, that's the guy who apparently shot JFK. I'm not saying it's the exact same person, but the facial symmetry is right there. It's in our faces that they have been playing the same script over and over and over again. Or take the fact that police say they found a rifle in the woods, supposedly the one used in the shooting. But in the footage, when the shooter jumped off the roof where the shots came from, you can clearly see that he doesn't have a rifle in his hands. So how did the rifle end up in the woods? To me, then gets it out into the woods for them to find just hours afterwards, which again, I'm not really sure why he would have run off into the woods to begin with. To me, the whole thing is very, very weird. Another rumor says that Turning Point USA staff had a security camera positioned directly behind Kirk. According to these claims, the device was quickly removed after the shooting, possibly hiding a critical angle that could have revealed what really happened. Charlie Kirk's wife wearing a G on her finger at the funeral and also filming herself touching Charlie's rubber hands because he's not dead. It's a big fake psyop. Then there are the bizarre breakdowns of body language and hand gestures. Some viewers swear that certain moves like someone scratching their head or touching their hand were coded signals. I talked about this in detail in a previous video. Now, meanwhile, some people who posted supportive messages about Kirk's killing are already facing consequences. Reports say that several hundred people have already lost their jobs over their posts, and many have already started apologizing. I will be starting a podcast. I will be continuing the digital footprint archives over on the Book of the Face. And I will be keeping myself loud. Say it with me in the comments. You're a weck Charlie Kirk. I'm supposed to be monster hungry. I got me fired. What the? I got me fired. What the key are you supposed to do when you get fired? You just take it. You just take it like a man. I'm unemployed. What? What am I supposed to do now? Do I go home and goon? Like, guys, what do I do? Like, actually, what do you do when you get fired? What's the next step? Do you look for, obviously you look for a job, but like, I ain't got no income now. I spent my last $300 on a parking ticket. That was on me. I did let it sit a little bit. It was like a $30 parking ticket. It went up to
three. He flees the scene with a weapon at all, let alone a, precision long gun. I mean, maybe if we wanted to give some grace, he had a, short-barreled AR-15 that he broke down and put in the bag, but still, I mean, it wouldn't have been that floppy. So if he didn't leave the scene with a weapon, one, how did he get it into the woods to then, let's say he did break it down to somehow fit in that little bag, he put it back all together to then leave in the woods? So it's very, very strange. But if we just think about it logically, okay, so he didn't leave the scene with a weapon. That means one of two things. He left the weapon at the scene, which would kind of make the most sense because you wouldn't want to have to flee carrying this giant gun where everybody would see you, right? Or two, he wasn't the shooter. Now, that'll get into some really weird conspiracy theories, right? I mean, which I've seen out there. And I'm not saying that this wasn't the shooter. I'm not saying that I think that necessarily. I'm just saying that the official story that we're being told by the FBI, that he somehow snuck this, 30-06 in his pants that we can't seem to see, takes the shot, very clearly doesn't leave with it, then gets it out into the woods for them to find just hours afterwards. Which, again, I'm not really sure why he would have run off into the woods to begin with.
I'm supposed to do this for the rest of my life. Like, I can't. What am I supposed to do, guys? Please, someone, put financial tips. Oh, my God. Your homie dead. Your homie dead. Your homie dead. He got shot in the head. Your homie dead. Evil is real, people. And it kind of looks like that. Evil. Evil. Murder is bad. She is evil. And I said, why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah. Can somebody tell her to back out camera in my face? I'm sitting here. You walked up to me. I don't want this. I said, rest in peace. Just leave me alone. Please don't come after me. I want to be left alone. I'm not emotional. Ma'am, don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You can get out of my face because I could tell you what you are, but you won't like it. You're being aggressive. Remember that guy who was all happy and cheering like a cheerleader? He himself claimed that he never meant it that way. He argued that he was just encouraging people the same way Trump did when he was shot and yelled, "Fight, fight, fight." But what if he's actually telling the truth? Well, either way, he got hit with a massive wave of hate. Music. Applause. Music. Get away. Get away. Applause. Music. Applause USA. Applause. All this chatter is absolutely incredible, but I'm actually really burnt. I'm honestly like the happiest person you have ever met in your entire life. And I am absolutely sick of all of my soldiers, including Charlie, dying so you guys can mock each other. Mock away and see what happens. I am done with my soldiers dying while everyone just mocks each other. Mock, mock, mock. You think that that's the solution? Every major religion speaks out against mockery. And I saw mockery. And I saw mob just energized with mockery. Absolutely laughing. This is John Oliver. This is Matt Walsh. This is Louder with Crowder. This is all the mockery that's existed on both sides of the equation. And it's killing my soldiers, my people, and I'm done. I don't want to see my men die anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm sick. I didn't see Charlie